This is starting game number 1. This is MbL Villese semi-final from this amazing tournament. And with me, well, with me, Mr. Moon Fowler, that I'm getting used to see you with me. Really appreciate it, man. MbL Villese semi-final, best of 7. And let's fast forward a little bit. And in the meanwhile, we talk about the beautiful civilizations they have picked: Mongols and Malians.
Yeah, this is so cool to see. Mongols against Malians, game number 1. I'm looking at the right side at MbL. MbL is gonna be playing Mongols. Mongols is a very aggressive civ, definitely known for getting up to feudal age quickly because of that boar bonus, and then he could do whatever. He could be very, very aggressive. And Villese on the other side, the blue trunks, bottom left of the screen, going with Malians. Malians could also go for a scouts opening, could also play men-at-arms, a really versatile civ to start off with for Villese. So I think Villese is just extremely comfortable playing Malians. He's probably thinking in his head, like, whatever MbL throws at me, I'm gonna be able to counter it when I've got the Malian civ.
Okay, because of the patch, I couldn't have the hotkey for the zoom out, zoom in. Everything is perfect now. And what about the map generation? Because we have as a blue in the south, Villese. That goal in top of that hill is a goal that I don't want to see in my life.
No.
In my life. Seriously.
That's an awful goal. Yeah, definitely. And knowing that MbL is playing with Mongols, which is a very aggressive civ, it's gonna be very difficult having a map like this. Against Mongols, more than almost any civ, you'd really want to have a good map. So I'm wondering how MbL is going to be punishing Villese's map. If I'm looking over at MbL's base, I see a similar main gold on the hill, but this time around it's behind his base. So therefore a lot better than Villese's gold.
It's definitely better, but we can see how in minute 3, MbL is holding the map. But look at the exploration. This is something that is happening often when you are not exploring properly. And this is what happened to MbL. He didn't explore properly and he could wall in diagonal much shorter wall, Mr. Mooney. And instead of that, he's walling till the edge of the map, which is definitely not great. Anyway, little by little, he will be walling completely. And remember that Mongols is a civilization that you want to take early advantage. Because if you don't take that early advantage, I really think that the Malians can't do the damage in this situation.
I completely agree. And look at Villese. He knows he's playing against Mongols and he's gonna drop his barrack before he dropped his mill. Now this means that Villese is gonna play extremely aggressive. He's gonna make his drush very, very early on in the game, and he's gonna try and use his drush to prevent MbL from either getting his deer or getting his barrack up or his stable up.
Mooney,
wants to apply the aggression.
Billy on the wood, on the wall. Bye-bye, man. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I mean, those are greedy walls. He lost the first village, and like I told you, you need to palisade better than this. But now he's one village behind, and you know, small things, all these small details can gain a player confidence.
Man, this is not a small thing. If you've got 16 villagers and you lose one, that's a huge advantage already for Villese. And you know what that just did for Villese? It completely shook off all his nerves. He's already a fill ahead. He's playing with Malians. He's gonna do an early drush. This shows me that Villese is here to rumble. He's not gonna play scared. He's not gonna hide in his own base. He's gonna face MbL head on.
But Mooney, being overexcited can be also bad, because then he can get like, oh my god, already getting the advantage. You get overexcited and then you're gonna eat your keyboard or something, and you don't want that. Anyway, even if he looks like a cold man, I can tell you, and you have seen in several interviews, this is what I love also from this tournament. We are having access to know the players a little bit more. Villese wasn't really known at all for most of the community, while now they have seen almost crying for being emotional 1 week ago, and they see how he get really affected by the games, winning and so on. So all these in the gameplay might matters a lot.
Yeah, definitely. We gotten to know these pro players way more than in any other tournament, which is a really cool feeling. And right now, guys, something really is interesting about Villese, because Villese opened up with this early barrack, but he did not make a single militia. He picked the villager from MbL with the scout. Cheeky kill. And now he's just taking an economic approach. And he's 2 villagers ahead already. So Villese is on his way to feudal, so is MbL, but Villese is going to be walling a lot, and he decided not to go for his drush.
Yeah, we see walls. I'm afraid, and it's normal. They're playing for the total amount of $9,000. I mean, I'm telling, and I'm getting scared, you know, like, oh man, goosebumps here, because the feudal age, it might be very tricky here, and they probably want to be completely safe in feudal, and we will see the crazy aggression in castle age. Anyway, this is, oh my god, I have seen this before from MbL, and MbL against Mr. Yo did exactly this strategy. He did super fast up, 0 military, all economy, not even a barrack, and people was telling MbL with his crazy aggressive play. This is not crazy aggressive. This is crazy waller boy and defensive.
This is so greedy from MbL. In such a prestige tournament, he decides to wall and go naked FC. Well, he's not completely naked. He's got walls around his base, but he's definitely missing some form of military to defend himself. But you know what, man? It seems like MbL is reading the game like a book, because for now the drush did not hit him, and he's gonna be fine. But just as I say that, Villese is dropping that archery range. So Villese is potentially trying to take this to a feudal battle, and for now MbL has not even a barrack to defend himself. He's got no military.
Yeah. And that gap is really dangerous. The gap where he lost the villager is really big one. Hard to defend. Obviously, you will need few archers and fletching, but check MbL resources. MbL food already on 600 food, man, almost.
Wow.
He's mining the goal, and MbL, it's gonna be going up to castle. It's in a really solid time. So, Villese need to attack. He's not attacking, he's walling completely, and I'm telling you something. When they are reading this, if this is super long, best of 7, and they see that they are going for this kind of approach, he's doing the loom now.
What?
He's doing the loom now. Well, they need, I mean, just imagine this. If Villese was going men at arms, he died.
Exactly.
But probably he wasn't expecting this. Do you see this strategy working again against Mr. Yo or Leary in a potential grand final? I don't. I really don't. Honestly.
Me neither, but man, this is also so weird from MbL. Like, this is completely mind games. He picks Mongols, which is known for early aggression, and then what does he do? He walls up and he does nothing. He just drops eco, and Villese is just as surprised as we are by this. But you know what? MbL is going to be Castle Age first. MbL's got safe eco now, and yes, he lost a villager early on, but I mean, MbL's gonna be fine with the strategy he's pulling out right now, for sure.
For sure he's fine. I mean, he's gonna be up in castle in 70 minutes, so it's a really fast time. Definitely the economy for Villese will grow, but there's a problem. Like, you're gonna go now Magondice, he's gonna mine a stone, yes, but you will need a lot of stone. He's on the way to castle in 16 minutes 44, which honestly is strong, but money with men at arms, we have seen similar times, or even faster, even doing men at arms, that this naked fast castle. So it's strong, but I'm not convinced. Obviously, now it depends how Villese is going to play from now on.
Exactly, and Villese is doing the right thing. He's knocking on the door of MbL, already forcing a tower. Now, I'm completely agreeing with you, man. Like, MbL is halfway up to Castle Age, but he's not even close to getting enough stone for a castle drop. So even if MbL hits his nice little Castle Age time, he's not going to be able to use it. He doesn't have a stable for knights. He doesn't have an archery range for crossbow. He could potentially drop a siege workshop, but that's not something MbL wants to play with. He wants to drop his castle, and that's going to take some time, especially if Villese keeps forcing defensive towers.
And Villese with Malians has a great economy. Coal mining out there for free. Every single building with a discount in wood. Now he's doing a second archery range. I wouldn't be surprised. You see where the archers are? I will love to go Memstradamus mode activated, and I want to see a Siege War sub there by Villese. Seriously, I want to see a Siege War sub there because this can be deadly. Now he's on the way to castle. It's man, how these Villese adapt, and he's now 19-minute castle is with an advantage there. Military buildings. While now, MbL, the Siege War sub is happening, playing for the late game, for the really late game. What I want to ask you, More, don't you think that also one stable here will be great for Villese?
I quite agree. I think Villese needs to be the one that's gonna call the shots right now. Villese has map control. Villese has probably got the better eco as well, as he's got his feudal eco tags a little bit earlier. MbL is gonna try and defend with minimum resources spent while he does a boom. But the fact that MbL is dropping TCs now means that MbL won't be able to get his castle up anytime soon. So MbL really only has this siege to defend his base with. So he needs to get value out of this siege, and I think a few knights could potentially be very, very welcome here for Villese.
It will be amazing. It will be really amazing because the siege is gonna come. Now you will need to micro, and the siege is coming. He's inside, but the Mangonel is also there. We'll need to put the fog of war because this is gonna be very nice. And the scout low HP, at least he's exploring, but that scout is bye-bye. Ay. Imagine a stable there is definitely needed, and the stable is not gonna happen at home. The stable is gonna be forward because he's going with 2 villages forward, and then with those 2 villages forward, it's gonna be Siege War sub, stable, monastery. I don't know. What do you think he's gonna build?
I think all of those, man, and
Yeah.
I'm in love with this strategy from Villese. He pushed MbL in the corner, but not really, because MbL chose to go for this strategy at the
Exactly.
same time. But MbL is in this corner, and it is gonna be Villese that's gonna go forward on MbL, trying to be aggressive. But we can't ever forget that MbL defensive, one of the best players in the game. His Mango Micro is almost unrivaled.
One of the best for these kind of situations. Well, he probably could compete with Hira maybe, but both are in this kind of situation just amazing. Crossbow upgrade already, Botkin arrow, Siege War sub. What's he going to do? But look at the discount of the wood. Doing 2 extra TCs right away, Bozo as well, so love it. But guys, he's doing already a castle, and the Magondais are going to be there, and that castle is protecting 1 TC, well, 2 town centers, and the main goal. Man, this MbL is going greedy, but it might work, won't it?
Yeah, for now it definitely looks like it's working, especially when MbL gets his Mango Die. Mango Die have bonus against Siege, and Villese is the one making Siege right now, so it could be that MbL is just gonna be fine. Like, Villese has 20-1 military, people. 20-1 military. Full map control. Yet he's found 0 villagers to kill at all this time, and that is because MbL is one of the best defensive players in the world. You might think that MbL is in a bad spot right now, but MbL has got more villagers, he's got a castle in his own base, he's got a Mango to defend, and he's dropping a lot of eco, so it could still go either way, for sure.
Yeah, well, it's only 4 villages different. For now, he's gonna take this hill, and, well, the good thing here for Villese is that he still can punish a lot of economy if he plays properly, because he doesn't have Magondais at all. Not yet. He has 1 Mangonel only. Look at the military numbers. Now, Villese is going to discover the castle, so he knows that he can attack through that area. He need to come to the right side, but he got also a tower, and MbL, it's just booming more and more, and I'm telling you something. I wouldn't be surprised to see soon a second castle. Look at the stone he have.
Wow.
What the hell? 440 stone, and look at this now. I insist. I want to see knights. Oh! Mangonel shot for Villese against
Yes.
MbL. Okay, well, he got kill advantage. That helps. So,
Yeah,
but this situation, killing the Mangonels is huge.
definitely huge. But at the same time, like, how much time did that 1 Mango buy MbL? Like, Villese has got so many archers, yet they're not doing anything. Idle military is never a good thing. And yes, MbL lost the Mango, but the Mango bought him enough time to get his castle up. He's got a lot of villages right now. He's made a new Mango. And at the time MbL lost his own Mango, the Mango of Villese hasn't really found any damage at all. So I'm looking at the field difference right now, and I see that MbL still has a small villager lead, not really substantial, but MbL will be getting that double castle Mango Die production. And then what do you do as Malians?
well, you get scared. You really get scared. But now, Villese down. First Villese down. He's gonna kill another. MbL didn't nothing. He's taking two Villese. Look at the Villese count. It's almost the same. But I'm telling you something, Moni. If Villese play properly, with same amount of Villese and you having a lot of army, I prefer his position, but now I told you another castle is going to happen, and Villese cannot see. If he's going with the Krobos, he's gonna deny. If he's going with the Krobos, he's gonna be able to deny it, maybe. Okay, the Krobos are going to be there. He doesn't have any military to counter that. A doubt castle can happen, so we can have doubt in the game. The Krobos are going to be there. Maybe he's not, but he's not taking any
He's
risk.
not taking it.
What do you think? I will take a little bit risk. I don't know.
I think he should take some risk, but at the same time, I'm not sure if he should have gone in. There's a TC, a tower, and a mango right there. He could have gotten a big mango shot to the face. But man, we've got Mango Dai on the field, and Mango Dai have mobility. I know that the military numbers are heavily for Villese, but Mango Dai are way quicker. He's gonna have the mobility in this fight. The more Mango Dai get out on the field, the more of an advantage MbL will get.
Yeah, but for that reason, he should take that small risk. Because if you get a lot of army, you need to use it. If you don't use them, then you're wasting your resources. You're wasting your advantage. You're wasting the position. You're wasting everything.
You're wasting everything. And now Villese he's just been running around with these archers, trying to find somewhere to poke, but he's not finding anything. And at the same time, MbL is just dipsy-doodling his Mango Dai around and trying to hit Villese at his own home. Villese already with some crossbow right there at home, already aware of the Mango Dai, trying to get some counter damage.
One question.
Skill-wise,
important one.
Yeah.
Moni, why MbL don't like Arena?
Yeah. Yeah, he's playing Arena.
Answer me.
What is he doing?
What is this? Is this Arabia? I'm sorry to say. Guys, people in the stream, it's Arena, man. I mean, 1-for-1. I don't know why he doesn't like Arena, because this is Arena with Palisade. Well, let's make King of the Hideout for the next tournament, because it's what it is, man. Now two castles, obviously, is a best of 7. With the Mongols, you could take two approach. Going for the lame, really aggressive, or the one he took. And maybe it's gonna work, because in late game, you don't want to face the Mongols. But there's one thing that we didn't mention, or I don't know, I don't remember. If you go up to Imperial faster with Malians and you make Farimba, and another one really important, 80% faster with the University, bombard cannons, chemistry, super quick, you can take those castles forward down. He's on the way to Imperial, and that can happen. Can happen. Villese is taking the lead in the first game, when everyone was telling MbL is the clear favorite. That doesn't mean he's gonna win the game, but look at this. Now MbL on the way to him, Mr. Moni.
Both of them up to him, but as you said, there's gonna be a small window of time where Vilese's Imperial Age, his opponent is now, and Villese in the process of dropping stables right now. So Villese is gonna make that cap switch we were talking about, might be using Farimba. Villese still with full map control. Now what do you do with map control? You apply pressure to your opponent and you gather the relics. I'm not sure if Villese has been gathering the relics yet, but I see him making monks right now. And yes, he is going for those relics. If Villese manages to get all 5 relics before MbL claims map control, I do believe that Villese is going to be in the driver's seat and he's going to be able to close this out. Ooh, and now really a castle forward.
I really like his position, man. I mean, the transition is a little bit awkward because those archers are not going to have +3, no pressure, but they got Arbalest, but he's already dropping stables because Farimba is actually a solid choice against the Magonais. And when you are ahead like he is right now and gonna have a trebuchet hitting that castle, oh my god, Villese is with the advantage, more villages, more army, the timing, absolutely everything. What's going on? Is Villese going to start winning the cities? Because this can put a lot of more pressure even into MbL.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised. Villese is just playing his heart out right now. He's never been in this stage of a tournament before, not as prestigious as this, and he's not showing any signs of playing with nerves or something. He's going for this forward castle. He's up to Imperial Age. As you said, man, he's got more villagers. He's got more military. He's got a better KD. He's in the driver's seat right now, and I'm looking forward to see him try and close out this game. I think he'll need Bombard Cannon.
Oh my god!
I think he'll need Farinda.
Look at the second castle almost in the spot for MbL. This is okay, but if he's taking that spot, he's gonna lose 2 castles. Of course, he's gonna be much harder. He's now doing Bracer, doing Ballistic, Bloodlines, and MbL need to now to sustain this hill forever, or he's in trouble. He's gonna be able to do it. What do you think, Mr. Mori?
Look at MbL's Mangudai. Look at MbL's Mangudai at the top. He's moving out of his base. He's been massing these for ages. And now he's on the prowl. He's going in. He's probably gonna snipe this monk. This monk is a gunner. How much damage will he be finding with these Mangudai? I'm gonna guess a lot, man, because there's nothing here to defend. Yes, there's a lot of stables from Villese, but it's not pooping out anything for now. There's no military to defend for Villese against these Mangudai, and MbL might find a lot of damage with these bad boys right here.
Yes, the Mangudais are coming. This is open. Now he's doing a fantastic castle. You need to send more villages because the Mangudais are coming. Oh boy, this is gonna be a loud castle for sure. It's gonna be a loud castle. MbL is coming. MbL be not attacked in 34 minutes, but when he's going to attack, he's gonna make the job. The castle is not up, and now he leaves skirmishes, but he does have his skirms. I mean, he has the upgrade, but does have his skirms. And the heavy camels, where they are forward. He's not coming yet with them. Those camels are not +4, are not +7, not plus Farimba, not plus nothing. And the score is still ahead for Villese, but I don't know anymore if he's ahead. It's true that he's trying to push the pressure in those castles.
Take a look at the fill numbers now, people. Villese is dropping in fills heavily, and that's because of the mobility of the Mangudai, and MbL knows this. MbL knows that he can behind in Feudal, he can behind in early Castle, he can behind in early Imperial Age, but at some point he's gonna mass enough Mangudai. Mangudai, arguably one of the best units in the game, and we're seeing why. MbL dominating with this unit, but now the camels are there. Heavy camel +2 defense, will it be enough?
Well, he's not a lead Mangudais. He has also, he's missing some upgrades. The Mangudais will deal fine. He's hitting around. Look at those camels. He didn't wall at all. Those camels are in the face-to-face will eat the Mangudais as well. And they are eating the Mangudais. Look at the Mangudais. Well, trying to check the Mangudais because I don't see the Mangudais anymore. Do you see the Mangudais? Military numbers, 29-7, losing the castle, gonna lose another castle, and the Mangudais disappear.
Mangudai, what? He's down to 8 military. MbL has not been remaking his Mangudai. He was slipping up in his macro, and that's because he needs to make trebuchets from his castles. If you're making trebuchets, you can't make your unique unit, in this case Mangudai, which was the only unit MbL can make. He does not have enough stables to produce anything else than Mangudai. And if you
because
make
money.
trebuchets, he's dying.
What Villese is doing is so smart. Okay, I'm losing some villages, but if he's losing the castles, who need the villages anymore? Right?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, man. And the castle, even if he's losing that castle, we have only one castle to produce, and that's a problem. Resources for MbL really balanced. 0 wood, 0 food, 0 gold, 0 everything.
And now the Farimba camels go forward. He does not have Farimba yet. I'm pretty sure Villese is saving up for the attack. But the camels are moving in, the skirmishers are moving in, the trebuchets on the top of the hill. There's a bombard cannon. Another trap deploys at the same time. Villese also gathered the relics. He's got one for now, but he's gathering more. Villese is playing like a beast. Absolutely insane. He beat Dato, he beat Doubt, and he's probably taking game number 1 against MbL. Who would have thought?
No, you didn't say correct at all. He destroyed Dato, destroyed Vivi, come back from the hell against Doubt, and now is in the first game in a really good position to take it. And that castle, look at the amount of villages either from MbL, 140 villages, yes, but how many villages are either? He's going with the camels, he's trying to get the trap, he got a bombard cannon, he's gonna take the trap, which is the skirmishes are gonna do the job. Ay, amigo, he's gonna take all the Mangudais, he's gonna kill now the bombard cannon, yes, he's doing a good job, but that castle is in the hell.
Oh wow, MbL, yes, 40 more villagers, but he's losing his castles. Without castles, no Mangudai. MbL is in full panic mode right now. Has to buy stone, was out of stone. If you look at MbL's stone count, it's decreasing like crazy. He has to buy stone again. He's almost out of gold. No more stone for MbL to repair his castle. What do you do if you're MbL?
I'm telling you.
Without Mangudai.
I'm telling you, in this situation, if you are MbL without a castle, he's still repairing. He has no resources at all. Villese one relic. MbL 0. The castle is still surviving. It's still surviving, but you need farmers. You need, I don't know, because now Hussars against Camels are nothing, and he's still without Farimba. Imagine if Villese could have the Farimba Camels, which is not the case because he's really at the limit. Also, he's using absolutely everything. The castle survived forever, but now Villese is expanding. Check the minimap, Money. He's expanding all over the map, little by little, taking some villages, and that castle, sooner or later, will fall.
Definitely. I love the way Villese is playing this. Not just tunnel vision, also branching out over the map. And I also kind of like the fact that he did not invest into Farimba. He's spending his resources trying to hold this position. Yes, Farimba on these camels would be beautiful, but it's also an expensive upgrade. He's using his resources to get the skirmishers, to defend against the Mangudai, to get the bombard cannon, and to repair the trebuchets. Good decision making from Villese, but now one of the trebuchets of Villese. Oh, he's gonna save it. He's gonna save it. Yeah, this is looking so good for Villese. Holy moly.
He's hitting both. Money is hitting the castle in the north, he's hitting in the south. How
No
to
more
repair
stone.
both castles? I think no stone anymore. That castle are going to go down, and as soon as he loses the castles, he will call the GG, and gonna be the first game of the day, 1-0 for Villese. Unbelievable tournament.
Unbelievable.
Always,
Look at-
always happen the opposite that people think.
Yeah.
Always. But the trap,
Man.
come on! MbL is still there. He killed the trap, and the castle is still alive. And now the castle in the north is still alive too. Man, MbL is holding 41 on goal. Imagine if he's expanding out his economy. He didn't say his last word. Mori.
And look
He
at the
didn't.
villager count. MbL has got 150 villagers still.
Yeah, but 50 are idle.
Yeah.
55 are idle. Oh
But
my
both
god.
Both the castles are still alive. If MbL can somehow balance this out, get Mangudai numbers, get some Mangonel shots on these skirmishers, take down his opponent's trebuchets, he could potentially be okay, but it's gonna be a
The
very difficult
trebuchet
story.
is down. Come on, where's the trebuchet from Villese?
Ballistic.
It's still not finishing, not taking. He's still with 2 traps, but the resources are at the limit. It's still 1,000 score difference. The Magundais are not with Parthian tactics, are not with elite, and now the camel from Villese will get Farimba +7. He can even make a castle in front. I feel the pressure for both players because MbL is feeling it and Villese is also feeling it to not finish the game yet, because in my opinion he should have finished it already.
I completely agree, and this could be a little bit bad for Villese. Like, he's got MbL by the throat, yet he can't finish it off. MbL is defending like a champ, but the longer you keep the pressure up, Villese just needs to calm down. He doesn't need to stress this. He's gonna be in a really good position. Keep this position he's at. Keep trapping those castles. He's got the resources all over the map. He's got the relics. Villese can't throw this away, and MbL
Castle
loses
down.
his castle.
Castle down, castle down, skirmishers, Farimba, check in the north, Mooney, a castle forward with 1 villager, the respect, only 1 villager to make that castle, Mooney.
What?
1 villager, doing it with 1 villager, I feel confident enough, I don't need to send more villagers,
Yeah.
he's sending 1 villager to make that castle, why more, only 1.
Wow.
And guys,
MbL, he's
the game,
migrating.
it's over,
Wow.
GG Cole, this is the first game from the series, and man, I don't know, but Villese is taking the lead. I like this because people was telling 4-0 MbL, 4-0, and I said we have to watch and see the semifinals because this is gonna be a crazy semifinal, and this is exactly what is happening right now. It's exactly what is happening. You can see how they are just taking a small break. Now we are going to remove all these. Let me just go and remove the webcams. We don't need the webcams here anymore. What we need is just the achievements and remove. Well. Here we are. Incredible first game, Mr. Mooney. Let's check the achievements and we talk about it. Statistics, military, 23 largest army, 46. Unit kills MbL, he killed more. But the economy, more food for Villese, more wood, more stone, and similar goal. Military numbers, Villese got double. Double military number. That's huge to win the first game.
MbL had a moment to win the game. Memp. When he was moving out with the Mangudai, he had 30
lost them all.
Mangudai, 20. He lost them all. That is so uncharacteristic for MbL. A player that is so good at keeping his army alive. He just ran in his opponent's base. He killed 20 villagers. I was feeling excited. I'm like, okay, MbL's gonna take this with the power of Mangudai. Yet he just stopped moving them, and they got all caught with their pants down. They're all dead, and then suddenly Villese was like, okay, now it's my game.
Okay. Anyway, this is only the first game. It's a best of 7. Let's be ready for more, guys, because this is just going to be really, really amazing. Guys, game number 2 is just about to start.
Wow.
Okay, guys, game number 2. Game number 2, Kells and Franks from this crazy semi-final. And with me, obviously, yes, Mooney still with me. I don't know if he's gonna be able to steal all the time because he's gonna get oversighted and maybe gonna have to go to the hospital because he's not gonna handle the pressure. And we have MbL on the right side. Not really. Villese on the right side, MbL on the left as a yellow. And Kells and Franks, what do you think about these civilizations?
And these are two fan favorite civilizations. Kells and Franks have been in the game as long as I can remember, and the only thing that has really changed is the way the civs have been played. And the way Kells have been played recently is extremely defensive at first and then extremely aggressive in Castle Age. But sometimes you also could go for that early Drush with Kells, which means early aggression, and then you flatline in Feudal Age, and then you go with forward Siege Workshop, forward Monastery. We all know that Hung is famous for that strategy. And I've seen MbL practice this a lot over the past couple of weeks. So what I guess is gonna happen is that MbL is going for that strong Celtic push. Now Villese on the other side is playing with Franks, but guys, don't get things confused. Villese knows already that when MbL picks Celts, he knows what's coming. So what Villese is thinking to himself right now is, what can I do? What can I do? What build order do I need to stop the Celtic push?
I prefer Franks in this map and in this situation because MbL go one forward behind the forest, another in front, another in front as well. You can see the overlay there with the most important overview basically from the civilizations, Kells and Franks. I think you have seen it already, and now we can focus completely in the map. And I don't know what you think. Franks, we saw also for Leary and with other players last weekend. Leary with Franks got limit 1 elephant, got limit 2 goats. He lost a villager, and he still be able to go up against Hero at the same time and win the game. Franks is one of the best civilizations at the moment, in my opinion. And
I have to agree. I do have to agree, especially with the improved pathfinding on the knights. It's if you get a good surround on crossbow or archers or whatever, you're gonna be completely destroying the army for sure. And if I look at this map from MbL, oh my gosh, man, you're completely correct. What a terrible map from MbL. I'm really looking forward to see how MbL will play this map. What is he gonna be doing? How aggressive will this be? Because there's the villager moving out. Probably will make a barrack. There we go, building the barrack before the mill. That means a very early drush. That means he wants to keep Villese inside of Vilese's base. And for those of you who don't know, this is how you play with a very bad map. You be the one dictating the pace of the game. You're the one applying the pressure. And that's exactly what MbL wants to do right now.
What I don't know if is I like what MbL is doing here. And I'm telling you why. Because I will make the barrack a little bit more forward, like in front of the goal and everything. Thank you guys for the support. Berry's on the right side. I mean it's okay. He put in top of that hill, but he will need walls. I mean, another thing, and I want to ask you, why with the Mongols in the previous game he went incredibly aggressive with the walls, super early walls, and now he's not walling anything. Maybe he's just thinking, okay, this didn't work, let's go a different approach.
I think MbL will wall. He's got one villager still at the front of his base. I'm gonna expect him to keep walling with that villager, but you're completely correct. Like, he's not dropping those walls that early as he did in the previous game. I'm not completely sure why. I think
Villese with militias. I didn't
the
see
same
this coming.
strategy
I
with
didn't
Franks.
see this coming. I think this is good for MbL.
Oh, it depends on how they play it, because
Yeah,
Villese is going forward. MbL is going to trickle them in one by one. And you know what? MbL, look at MbL's militias on Vilese's woodline. Villese is already having to re-wall this. There's a hole right there. The militias.
No,
there's
here we
no
wall.
hole.
Here we wall. Here
Oh,
we wall.
debated.
Man, you want
Yeah.
to see the blood, Moni.
I want to see the blood, man.
You want to see the blood? We want to see the blood, but I like how Villese is ignoring the crazy Celt militia, remember, at faster speed, and then his own militias, Moni, are going directly to the wood. I don't know, I'm going to go to Villese's point of view. This is his point of view, guys. Villese is trying to go, and now he's on the berries. No loom!
MbL, no loom.
And that village is down.
Oh
my God. How many he gonna lose? Palisade, man. Oh my God.
This is huge. Another villager will bite the dust. That is 2 villagers
Two
down by
villies
the
still
Drush.
without the loom, man.
Are you
Two
kidding
villies,
me?
man. Make the loom,
But look at
man.
Villese! Look at Villese losing villagers on this berries as well. Both players taking heavy losses by this Drush. 2-0 KD in favor of Villese. Vilese's Drush did more damage than MbL's Drush. MbL definitely far behind. Villese also rocking Loom right now. What a crazy start.
Well, and now he's there. Now he has the loom, but he lost 2 villies. How you lose? He's now breaking. He's going to try to recover. Look at MbL. Look at MbL in this kind of games. MbL is a monster. He's gonna take now 2 villies. No!
What?
He escaped. He escaped. What? He's Superman? That villain just go through the militias? What is this?
What? He just walked straight past them. Usually they do get blocked, but I think Villese was ramming that mouse button, trying to get them out. And now MbL still not finding any damage. 2-0 KD in favor of Villese. But not only that, people, a Drush is not built to kill villagers. A Drush is made to disrupt your opponent's build order. And look how Villese is using his Drush. Still a lot of HP on this Drush. Not taking any extra damage on this Drush. Just idling this whole berry bush of MbL. Villese is playing like a world champ right now.
He's playing great, and he has 2 villies ahead, almost 3. But there's also a good thing here. Frank berries are gone, because MbL is taking the mill at the moment, and that's also allowed, but he needs to micro properly. His militias are doing the job. I mean, the whole difference here was the loom, Mori, because they are doing exactly the same to each other, but one got damage. Oh, Villese now, I don't know if Villese is doing now the right thing. He's sending 2 melee villies. Still, he didn't lose villies, but he has a lot of idle time as well. Yeah.
Both players taking heavy losses from this Drush, but man, what a strategy to go with the early Drush as Frank's. MbL was completely caught off guard by this strategy, but now there is a weak villager for Villese.
Villiers down!
Sloppy.
Villiers down! No,
Really sloppy.
MbL is recovering. MbL is definitely recovering, not only because he killed 1 villain, he's on the way to Feudal Age. On the way to Feudal Age, and that's really good, because now he shouldn't be stubborn. He needs to put all the pressure in Feudal, and then he's gonna show his opponent, I'm not going to be dangerous in Castle Age. I can put you the pressure for every age, and he's gonna make him think twice for the remaining games. I don't know. What do you think?
I completely agree, and Villese has actually been idling his TC to get up as well. But MbL is going to be there first. I'm really curious to see what MbL is going to be doing. I'm looking at MbL's resources map, and they're stretched to the limit. I'm not sure what he will be playing here. I'm really curious to see what his follow-up will be.
He's gonna
like in
spam.
Feudal.
I think he's gonna spam all the crap. He's sending more militias. Look at in the map. Look at on the lab, Moni. 2 militias more. He's gonna go full in Feudal Age. And honestly, this is, in my opinion, a gameplay that benefit MbL playstyle against Villese for sure. Because Villese is more like more clean, stand-up player. Now he's opening the woodline. Now he's opening the woodline. It's only 1 militia, but he's gonna disturb a guy. I don't know if he's gonna notice. Look at Villese. Now he needs to check it out several spots at the same time, because on the right is with militias. Now in the woodland, he's also controlling his own units at home. MbL got now a lot of militias. He's gonna take another village. Look at the village numbers. MbL now is playing like we expected him to play, and he's taking a lot of damage into Villese.
Exactly, and Villese hasn't noticed this on his woodline. Now he notices, finally walls it off. But don't forget that MbL will be getting that Man-at-Arm upgrade, and he's still harassing these berries. Now there's Man-at-Arms. These are no ordinary Men-at-Arms. They're Celt Men-at-Arms, and they're quicker, so this is definitely good, and this wall will break. And look at the berries. Look at the berries. Another villager will buy the...
Delete the mill!
Delete the mill! And the
Another
woman
village
dies.
down! Oh my
What?
god! Look at the village now! He's 2 villages ahead when he was even 3 villages behind. Now MbL playing super aggressive. Why he didn't play aggressive in the previous game? Something that we don't know. But when he's doing the games as crazy as this, he's much better player in my opinion. Seriously, much better.
He's playing so well right now, and he's still harassing with the men-at-arms, already going for that ranged follow-up. But so is Villese. Villese is dropping an archery range, making archers of his own. Archers will do amazing against the men-at-arms, but the Celt men-at-arms are super quick, people. He is going to be able to run away from the archers without any big troubles, and he is going to be harassing his gold mining camp for now.
Yeah, he's also sending archers now. The men-at-arms is still there. I mean, for how long? It's MbL on Villese base. Can you tell me, Mooney?
Oh,
for
okay.
how long? Has been on the...
Yeah.
Yes, since minute 6 already. So annoying. So annoying. Now he's getting better food. He has the fletching. Those men-at-arms are picking out the spears. That archer has the fletching already. But the men-at-arms has done their job. He is, right now, 3 villages ahead.
3 villager lead in this stage of the game is huge, and look at MbL's production queue. Making men-at-arms, making archers, making skirmishers, dropping a tower at the same time on his own main goal. This is beautiful from MbL. This is how you play a bad map like this. Because at the start we all said that MbL's map is so bad. Well, look how he's playing this. Look how he is playing this. He's not going to sit there and whine about his map. He's gonna bring the aggression to Vilese's base.
He's doing the armor.
He's doing amazing.
He's even doing the armor for the infantry.
What?
He's doing his skill mail armor. He's going all in. But now I'm telling you something. You are playing good. But if you are investing a lot, you need to make even more damage. Because now, the economy from Franks is gonna start to shine, you know? And the resources say that Franks is getting closer to go up. So, he need to go aggro. He doesn't have a stone anymore because he did the tower. I was trying to find if he can mine a stone and maybe even go in towers. But I will really recommend MbL to now take the lead and go aggressive, because if Franks is doing the transition to Castle faster, oh boy.
Yeah, that could be a big pickle indeed. But for now, MbL has got the map control. So even though Villese might get there a little bit quicker, I think MbL is still in a really good spot. Having the 3 villager lead, MbL is more military, and he might even break in again, man. Look at the left side of Vilese's base. Men-at-arms hitting this palisade, the archers behind as well. And Villese is going to be forced to make more skirmishers, and that means that the uptime of Villese is going to be delayed. But at the same time, look at Villese with the counterattack at the top of MbL's base.
Yeah, well, it's only 2 archers. If it was 5 archers, it would be dangerous. But now he's trying to get inside. He's walling absolutely everything. Villese, he can't really attack. Yeah, the economy for both very close. Man, it's incredible that after all this damage and aggression, Villese is still almost at the same time or even faster to go castle.
That is
awesome,
crazy.
Man. Crazy stuff.
Their eco balance is just out of this world right now, and they're so even right now.
MbL.
Oh boy.
He's on the way to castle. I think he canceled some production. He's on the way to castle, but look at Villese. He's on the way to castle as well. And now I'm expecting MbL to go forward with a siege war sub, I believe. But he's probably not expecting that Villese will be castle is that quick. What do you think?
I completely agree, but I am expecting MbL to pull 2 villagers to go forward, and I'm expecting Villese to drop a stable, but I'm not sure if I'm blind. No, I'm not blind. There's no stables to make knights from Villese.
But this is really good.
But he's breaking in.
Yeah, but not only that, he forced him to make a tower. He was an ideal situation without using the stone. Now he's doing the skill guard and armor. The stable is being at the back. Now he's trying to go all in. I don't know how much damage he can do. I don't think MbL will achieve too much here. He's getting closer to the TC. Yeah, well, he's gonna go for the berries. Can be okay. Still there. And doing a stable on his own. MbL. He's doing a stable on his own. He has to be careful because there is some army at home. Let's see, now he's denying the berries. Man, We are in 23 minutes, and imagine the damage he did, that he still didn't take his own berries.
What? There's back and forth action non-stop, but look at these archers on top of this hill right now. That is a very good spot to camp for MbL, and that's exactly what he's doing. Not only does he have a hill at the back of his opponent's base, it's also denying the Frank berries, which is a really good and consistent food income for the Frank player. There's going to be a double stable play opening up full knights from Villese, and MbL going forward with the villager. Man,
yeah, and
MbL
two stables.
is going for it.
Forward, two stable as well. The timing is so important, and he need to make the damage fast, because in this kind of battle, Franks, in my opinion, are better. They get better knights, Mr. Mooney. So he need to do the damage. He's gonna palisade to avoid the aggression. He has the house there, but it's still not... I mean, that palisade is gonna go down really, really quick. The scores say that MbL is really, really ahead, which is truth. It's ahead, but a bad battle can change absolutely everything.
Exactly, and I'm in love with MbL's angle of approach right here. He's gonna attack.
You really love again?
Yeah.
What? I was missing your love, man.
Yeah. Man, the angle of MbL is excellent. He's gonna be pressuring the main gold, and if you look for the secondary gold of Villese, it's on the right side, outside of the walls, and the third gold of Villese is all the way on the left side. He's in, but he's in the goal. I mean, the timing is so good. I missed the monastery. The knight is gonna take the goal. He's denying the goal. Look at the score. He's sending a lot of spears. MbL is a monster in this kind of strategies, and even with the double stable, he's smart, sending the spears, but now he need to control. He need to control those spears, but the good thing is, check the goal for Villese. He's so exposed here. So exposed. Extremely exposed. And as I was saying, so are his two other goals. So Villese, he can't lose this gold. And like MbL, he has been practicing this for weeks, as I said earlier. He's dropping that. Ooh, he's going for a barrack? I was expecting a monastery. MbL is going heavy pikeman. That is quite interesting. Usually you do see a monastery to go with the siege workshop, but not right now. MbL is going heavy siege, heavy pikes, a pike siege push, classic Celtic push, and look at Villese. He is running away from this. The Mangoes fire so quick on this tower. This tower won't hold for long, but MbL needs to repair this Mango with the villager. The villager is getting blocked by his own military.
Oh, but he's repairing it in the last second. He's repairing. And look at that home. Mooney, look at that home. He did the TC in the right time with the rest were going. He's defending properly. This is looking good now for MbL. He's looking good. He went super aggressive instead of the first and really defensive gameplay. Now he's playing the opposite, and the result is being fantastic. But the Mango from Villese, be careful. Ooh. Okay, he's still there, and now the Villese. No, man, this is looking good. This is looking so good, and it's gonna be the equalizer here. 1-1, there you go.
There we go, baby. What?
Baby, man, oh boy.
Wow.
1-1. How exciting was this game, man? And Mooney, much better than the first.
That drush, man, to start off with. Both players going for the pre-mill drush. Both players just destroying each other's base, and we got all the way up to 30 minutes in a game like this with full aggression, non-stop. What a game. What a game number 2. And we have a series, 1-1.
This was, Mooney, I don't know what you think, a King of the Desert game. The previous one, now we can be clear. I mean, it was nice, but was a little bit disappointing. But this one has been a King of the Desert game.
I completely agree. I mean, do you still have the map open? Take one last look at MbL's base, at his gold. I mean, he won the game with a map like this. If you struggle playing on a bad map, analyze this game of MbL.
Exactly, but I love what you say here now. You know, I'm in love with what you say. Because the map for MbL is shit. I mean, when I see excuses with all the cities, no, look at the map he got. His map is awful as the most, you know. Look at the wood he has even. And then he went fully aggressive and won the game. That's the way to go. Statistics, military, 22 largest army, 11 economy. Look at that economy for him, but that's because he went truly aggressive. Guys, 1-1. Let's go for the game number 3. Game number 3, there you go. Vamos, Mooney, because this is MbL Villese, and in the game 3 we have Slavs Villese, MbL Ethiopians, which is... It's a civilization that is very interesting. MbL as a yellow on the left, Villese as a blue on the right side, and Mr. Mooney is going to analyze those beautiful civilizations.
Yeah, so let's start off with MbL, people. MbL is playing with the Ethiopians, also known as one of the best archer civilizations. He does get the pikeman upgrade for free, advancing to Castle Age, which is also a very easy bonus, also some extra resources. Ethiopians known for their archers. He's playing against Slavs, that's known for probably opening up with Cav, but also very cheap siege, could go for a siege push for sure. And siege against Ethiopians is always a good move. But don't forget that Ethiopians also have beast siege of their own. So I would not be surprised to see some siege workshops this game. Looking at the maps, I'm looking at MbL's map first. His main goal, yet again, not the prettiest, but his wood lines this game also not great. He's going for this front wood line. I'm looking at the back of his base now, 2 rhinos there, pretty hard to lane. Stone, the berries on the right side, not the best map for MbL, but it could be wallable if you just connect the wood lines. Now, if I look over to Vilese's base, guys, this is way better. You see the back gold, you see the back berries, you see a back stone, you see the wood line on the left, and you see a wood line on the right. The only thing that is quite open is the front, but with a little bit of walling magic, Villese can make this a beautiful, beautiful base. For sure.
That definitely is a better map for Villese. I still think that the map is not terrible for MbL, also with the playstyle that he has. It's very easy to wall, in my opinion, on the right. The only problem is that he has to secure the goal, but since he's flat, I like that. And he can easily protect. And if he's doing, for example, some militia transition to castle, he can even put a TC. While, if you check in the longer terms, Villese cannot make a TC in the goal. You know?
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
He can't, and to make the secondary, he's too far from the TC. So it's really come down again to the gameplay. And I have to tell you something, Mr. Mooney. 7,000 viewers for the third game, man.
Wow, that is insane.
Let's
welcome,
go.
everybody. Welcome. Yeah, so here is MbL. Look at MbL with the villager already taking 10 gold. That means that there's going to be a barrack coming up. But look at Villese using his scout, guys. Knowing that it's coming your way is so important. But Villese ran away right before the barrack got dropped. So Villese, I'm not 100% sure if Villese spotted either the villager or the barrack. I'm not completely sure, but look at what Villese is doing. The exact same thing as the previous game. Both players dropping that barrack before they drop their mill. Both players going for a very early drush.
Man, it's so many things and I forgot to fast forward. Now we are completely live, so you were being kind of menstrual damage because you knew it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
It's
my fault because you were like, oh my god, this Mooney is such an incredible caster. He knows absolutely everything, you know. He's a beast, but it was my fault. He's a beast, but he didn't know everything, okay?
Damn it.
By the way, I have to say hello to Mr. Hexon because I see that you are back in the channel. I'm sorry, guys. He's a VIP for a reason, and has been a while since I didn't see him in the chat. And hello, everyone. Thank you, and hello to you, Australian crazy beast. Now that I say hello to the viewers, what we can expect here? Another crazy game. Slavs is not getting yet any advantage with their bonus because they get the militia's supplies for free from feudalists. So for now, it's the same that the Ethiopians, and he doesn't have any farm at all. So for now, equal situation for both.
Exactly, but the biggest difference right now with the previous game is that both players this time around are scouting the drush of the opponent. Both players are completely aware of what's coming. The last game, both of the drushes were complete surprises for both players. Now their scouting is on point, and they're just dancing with these militias, trying to find some damage. They both know, and they're both scared. Like, what if the other player goes to their base and you're stuck in the middle? So they're dancing, and Villese is not going to take the risk. Look at Villese, he's going home. He doesn't want to risk. There's a lot of money on the line. He doesn't want to go forward when there could be a drush heading towards his own base.
And not only that, you know why he's going back now? For what I told you in the previous game. Because of MbL gameplay in the previews.
Yeah,
Otherwise, he will be going probably more aggressive. And now MbL is going with the militias, and MbL, a guy, is on the way to feudalage quite fast. 23 Villese. He's not going for the fast castle approach. He's going for the crazy aggressive gameplay, and he can't really do it. He will get 100 extra food, 100 extra gold, and now he's taking the hill. Getting the hill with those militias again, getting the lead position here for MbL.
Yeah, this build order from MbL is super sharp, and he's gonna do a drush flush The flush is the feudal rush. He's gonna be transitioning into archers. Well, before Villese can even think about going archers, because Villese is almost halfway up. MbL is almost halfway up to feudal age already. Excuse me. So the follow-up from MbL is gonna be super quick compared to Vilese's follow-up. Because Villese, what is Villese doing? Is this a Dirge FC from Villese? I can't believe the fact that Villese is just now clicking up. This is not a Dirge FC from Villese, but Villese definitely a little bit more sloppy in the build order. MbL is gonna hit feudal age that much quicker. And now let's check the micro, because MbL took the first one.
Good micro. You know why this is happening? Because MbL is not walling. He's focusing in his own build order, going aggressive. He didn't wall at all. Villese is walling more, so you have to take in consideration many factors, like walling that match, you are using villages, you are spending resources, and the most important, multitasking. And that's why now MbL is ahead.
Definitely. MbL is forcing some mistakes from Villese. Another big mistake from Villese, taking this fight. MbL still has 3 militias and his scout alive. That was crazy micro from MbL. He's showing us why he's here, why he's the favorite for this matchup. He's preventing this wall from going down. And don't forget that there is a range coming up for MbL, a blacksmith being pumped out the ground as well, and already archers on their way going towards Villese. And not even just archers, there's also an extra militia now from MbL. MbL is going for full aggression, just like the previous game.
And I love the fact that in 12 minutes 44 seconds you're gonna have the fletching already, and that's huge. He's going for the approach 1 archery range and blacksmith, trying to go as fast as possible and forcing the Slavs to go into the archery range instead of a scout, because I really like more when the Slavs is going for the scout's approach, but he has to adapt, because MbL is just taking the lead in this game, the tempo. Right?
No.
And he's taking a failure now. I'm gonna take another probably. Oh well, he's gonna take another. Got it. No, he's not microing that great there. I think he could have micro better those militias. Don't know what you think.
Yeah, I completely agree. Actually, Villese, yes, he lost the villager, but he killed 3, maybe even 4 militias if I'm correct, and the scout with those fills. So that was not that bad, but now the archer follow-up is gonna hit Villese pretty hard. Villese has made 1 skirmisher so far. No upgrades there yet, but maybe the skirms are in time for Villese to defend against this.
Look at MbL adding his table right away with the Ethiopians.
What?
He's going full feudal aggression, but this is really nice because he is reading the game correct, in my opinion. He sees skirmishes, he say, I send now with archers and fletching 2 scouts, and he take everything. So let's see if he's gonna be able to do it. That militia taking the the skirmisher is doing really great. He's trying to keep it open and going now for the scout. Wow,
man, if he keeps this open until the scouts arrive, then Villese is in a huge pickle this game. Definitely, because that gold right there, yes, at the start of the game we said that this main gold was a beautiful main gold. It is still a beautiful main gold, but if MbL keeps this open, then there's going to be a lot of pressure right there. There's only 3 skirmishers, but they have fletching and they have defense right now. So these 3 skirmishers are fully upgraded for Villese, and these archers can't find any damage without a scout. But there is the scout. The scout is moving in for MbL. Will he be able to keep it open before the scout arrives? I think he will.
Well, let's see. He need to get it, because now the skirmish has got the +1/+1, while MbL only got the attack. He really need the scout to be there. He's still able to keep it open, and the scout is already there. And there you go.
Yes.
Let's see how much damage. And now instantly he went back. Instantly he went back and Village down. MbL is amazing picking up the low Village damage. He forced him to make a tower. That tower is, let me say, is absolutely crap. He's in the downhill when the goal is I'm sorry to say like this, Mr. Money, but it's definitely a panic tower.
No, this is a huge pickle right now for Villese, and it all came down to that Dirge of MbL, that Dirge micro from MbL, keeping his Dirge alive, keeping the gates open. Now the scout transition was a beautiful transition from MbL. MbL definitely in the driver's seat. He's got 2 villages more. He's got 2 military more. The KD is quite equal right now, but if you just look at the sheer idle time for Villese compared to MbL, who's been completely untouched, and MbL is dropping that market, that grocery store. Look at MbL's resources, man. He
Not
could
bad.
potentially sell a little bit of his stone, like 100 stone, and he's up. He's up to castle.
Yeah, but I'm
What?
telling you something, Money. Check the market also for Villese. Check the gold and the food. He's gonna make the same. He's definitely gonna make the same. And Slav's economy, 15 farmers from Slav's economy, he's gonna buy the resources and they are gonna be up, remember my words, 30 seconds different to each other. Wanna bet? You know what to fight with, Mestradamus, man.
I'll take your word for it.
Look at the resources. Look at the economy. I say 30 seconds. I'm gonna be wrong for how much? For how much? Oh boy. Okay, 21 second difference. Man, the game's so close again. Incredible.
Interesting move from Villese, adding another range. So I was expecting him to open up knights. He's playing against Ethiopians, guys, and he's adding another archery range instead of going for the calf switch. So this could be a full skirm play from Villese. And it kind of makes sense as well, as he's pushed all the way back in his own base. MbL's... Ooh, he's got 2 scouts. I thought for a second he was going to dive. Now MbL will idle the complete wood line on the left. That could be a lot of idle time from Villese.
Remember also, guys, that the good thing here for Ethiopians, and maybe for that reason he's not any stable, the Ethiopians, even if the cover is not great, at this point, they can also add camels, you know? So maybe it's a reason why he's going just for the skirmishes, because honestly, if he's going to skirmishers and infantry or pikes for Slavs, should be okay. But now you were telling about the map being good for Villese. I don't like his map anymore, you know? Look,
yeah, same. Like,
look at the hills. He can't even put proper TCs in his main resources.
Exactly, and knowing MbL, knowing that MbL is hitting castle age with map control, I'm gonna expect MbL to go forward with some fills to drop that forward siege workshop. But he is playing against Slav, so he might not go for that
stable
strategy. But let's check what MbL opts to do. There's an instant university for MbL, getting that quick ballistics. He's smelling blood. He wants to get those villagers.
Money.
Good decisions by MbL.
These crossbows, Ethiopians shooting 18% more, is huge, man. It's a lot. It's
on the hill
really,
as
really
well, man. Look at the hill he's taking.
Skirmishers. At least skirmishes is moving now to the right side. The crows are coming. He's gonna take now the palisade really quick. Look how fast it is. He's gonna have at least skirmishes and Botkin arrow. He has another wood line on the right. And now that map is not that great. Bozo, the least skirmishers. It was looking good for Villese, not anymore. The score difference is there for MbL, doing a really good job. Ballistic on the way, and now gonna be really tough to kill those archers, man.
Yeah, and in theory, the elite skirmishers do hard counter the crossbow, but the crossbow will have ballistics.
Knights, man.
There's gonna be knights to deal with the skirmishers. And these are Ethiopian crossbow guys. They fire that quick. This is such a pickle for Villese right now. And Villese is deciding, like, what can I do? What can I do? I'm going full skirm. I'm going knights. Do I need a siege workshop? Can I afford a siege workshop? What can I do? And MbL is thinking the same thing. MbL is playing 1 TC right now. Is he going forward with a villager trying to get a siege workshop? Not for now. I'm not even sure if he needs that forward siege workshop. He's got knights. He's got crossbow. MbL is, for now, just chilling in Vilese's base, but this might be a bad fight for MbL. Look at this, man.
Yeah, he lost
some crossbow there.
He lost some crossbows, unnecessary lost, seriously. And I honestly will go forward if I was MbL. He has the resources, he has the momentum. Look at the crossbows now in the north. He's getting close to that woodline. Let's see those, but he cannot see. He need to get closer. He can kill Villese. He got ballistic. He can take Villese, and Villese cannot see it properly because he's focused on the left. This is what you have to do when you're gonna raid, because those archers now are doing the job, but Villese notice, and the 2 knights are going, so the battle keep going, and the score is getting closer and closer. Mr. Mooney.
Yes, but the field lead is expanding for MbL. A 6 villager lead for MbL right now, and don't forget that MbL is untouched at home, dropping 2 extra TCs for MbL. Well, Villese can't even dream about adding an extra TC himself. He's got 80 wood in the bank, not nearly enough to drop 1 single TC. So even though the aggression from MbL, yes, it's thinning. The crossbow numbers are gone. The knights numbers aren't that scary anymore for MbL. But MbL is already thinking ahead. MbL is already dropping that eco. He's going to be expanding that villager lead he's got right now. And by the time Villese is knocking on MbL's door, MbL's got way more military ready to deal with MbL's push.
So maybe now Villese need to, now that he's taking the lead in the game, now he need to go aggressive because he doesn't have a stone to drop TC's extra. And his slabs, snowball, he's gonna go aggro, man. He's adding a second stable, he's sending a Villese forward, and now we're going to see the opposite situation. Villese is gonna go aggressive or he will try, and I really think it's the right call. But the numbers in military still benefit to MbL. So how are you gonna go aggressive when your opponent is still taking more army?
I'm trying to figure out a way for Villese to be aggressive. The only way he could potentially be aggressive if he sneaks a Vil, but MbL's already there. MbL's more military, and not only that, he's got better military. He can go camel if his opponent make knights. He can make knights of his own. Look at the crossbow now. The crossbows are beautiful, attacking that quickly. Yes, the skirms have excellent micro from Villese, taking down a lot of these crossbows, but now they're in and they're taking these skirmishers and Villese.
Knight and camels.
This is over.
Knight and Camels is getting the game, he's getting the game, MbL is playing amazingly well after the first loss. And now with those crumbles, the Knights and the Camels, Mooney, he's taking the game and absolutely everything. There you go. Whoa,
wow.
Whoa. I mean, super aggressive gameplay, and MbL is now taking the lead. And this is for his nerves and for, well, that possibility to be nervous should be just amazing, Moni. What do you think?
I think his nerves are gone. MbL is on full throttle right now. He lost that first game. I think he had nerves that first game. He played a little bit weird. If you compare his first game to the second and third, completely different strategy. And Villese clearly can't deal with the way MbL is playing. Hyper aggressive, a lot of micro, heavy feudal. Villese is definitely struggling, even though Villese had a beautiful map.
Okay, let's check now, guys. Let's check now the achievements. Here we are. And we're gonna notice clearly, I believe, 22 largest army, going aggressive, more unit kills, economy, food more for Villese. But look at that wood for MbL.
Yeah,
in
crazy.
that short period, 2,000 more wood and more gold. And he was using pretty much gold and wood with that many crossbows. And, well, did an amazing game. Was only 20 seconds castle age difference, but he took all the map control, and right now he's taking the lead, going for game number 4. Okay, guys,
Fine.
There you go. We are starting for the game number 4, and Mr. Mooney, now with Viking Civilization, has been using a lot in the tournament, but now we see, I don't know if it's the first time or one of the first time, we see Malay to compete with the Vikings' power. What do you think about this matchup? Because this is really difficult to analyze, in my opinion.
I completely agree, and I think this is a very surprising pick for almost anybody. Like, this is such an important game for MbL, and he picks Malay. Now, Malay is one of those civs that is somewhat similar to Saracen. You can really give it your own twist. You can practice your own playstyle with this, and you can use that quicker advancing to the next age as a crazy bonus. So I'm expecting MbL to do something out of the box with Malay. Both players have got an archer civilization. We've got Vikings that is known for their Arbalest siege ram push. We've got Malay that is known for Arbalest bombard cannon push. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what MbL decides to play this game. For sure.
Let's see, because it's a tricky one. I really think that with Malay, you need to probably dominate earlier. Otherwise, the snowball with the Vikings economy is going to be there. Also, in late game, the siege rams is a difference. It's also truth that the Malay got the bombard cannons. We have seen how strong they can be bombard cannons in a specific situation. Imagine in trebuchet wars, right? With the bombard cannons, it can help a lot. But all this is situational, because the theory is so great, but then the practice is what matters a lot. You can see there all the overview for the civilizations, and about the map, we see now how MbL map has the goal in top of that hill, one goal at the back, berries at the back, the stone on the left, and I'm going to remove now those overlays. And Mr. Mooney, the map for Villese now need to take the aggression. Because look at that goal. I mean, look at the wood in front of the left. Well, he has the wood at the back, but he has the wood at the back, which is great. And berries at the back, stone at the back.
Open.
But it's super open.
Wow.
Well, make army.
Yeah, definitely. Like, how is he even gonna wall out one of these goals? This is gonna be very cool to see, because MbL has had this map, and MbL won with a map like this. So I hope Villese is gonna be aggressive this map. I mean, he has to. He's playing with Vikings. Vikings get stronger men-at-arms, extra HP. But I'm not sure if he's gonna wait till men-at-arms, because look at this villager dropping a barrack. Man, what is this? Every game, both players going for that pre-mill drush.
A spoiler! A spoiler! A spoiler!
You're behind?
I'm behind. I'm a spoiler. I mean, I can't deal with this. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry,
We're
guys.
getting there. We're getting. No. It's okay. It's my fault because I forgot to fast forward.
Okay.
You do it, but you only have to fast forward. Well, I have to put all the damn overlays. You know.
That is true.
But
that is
still,
true.
the Barrock is super quick, and honestly, I really think that he needs to try. But with this map, going for a fast castle with this map, I don't know. And against Malai, with MbL going full aggressive and then going up 80% faster or 66% faster, what is this?
Yeah, definitely. But Malay uptime could also be a curse, because, well, it's obviously it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But the time you get from clicking up to actually reaching that next age, you usually bank up a lot of resources to get the buildings and the techs you need. With Malay, you're going to be up to the next stage so quick, so you're going to have to postpone clicking up. You're probably going to use it as like an eco bonus for some reason. You're going to be able to get 2 more villagers, then click up, and then get a similar time as your opponent. And I think MbL will play it that way for sure. Both players with the drush, and remember that drush micro from MbL the previous game. Both players are dancing right now, and this is like, it might not look important, but this is so important because the winner will play map control and will be able to see everything the opponent player is making, what he's doing, what his transitions will be. This is more important than you think.
Don't you feel going to the disco when they are dancing like this? I mean, I lose the concentration, man. Look, I mean, they're dancing and it's good moments, man, good memories, man. I don't remember last time I was in the disco.
Me
Do you
neither,
remember?
man.
You neither? Well, I'm sad for you because I'm 43, but you?
Yeah, yeah. But Corona, man, like we're all just sitting here gaming.
Don't remind me this. I forgot about. I wanted to forget. I wanted to forget anyway. Being saying that, why we're talking about this? Because now they are not dancing anymore.
They are
still there.
They are definitely still dancing, man. And that was a good cheeky hit from Villese on MbL Scout. Look at the HP from MbL Scout. 3 HP left, and that is huge. And that is actually enough for MbL to say, hey, I don't want to dance with you anymore. Okay, let's cut the music. And what is he doing with this drush? He is dipsy doodling the drush around the walls, all the way over to the left side of the base. But look at Villese. Vilese's spider senses are tickling. He is moving to the left side as well.
Yeah, he's going there, but man, I hate Malai, man. He click after, and look how fast he's gonna be up. He's gonna be super fast up. He's gonna also lane that Zebra. Well, that Zebra don't want to die. He's going away. He's going really away.
He's scared.
He's really going away.
Run, Bobby,
He's going away out of the map. Ah, it's gone right now. Okay. Well, he's gonna wall till the edge of the map on the right side. Man, I mean, I tried to lure that Zebra when I'm playing, and it was luring with those militias. Crazy stuff. Anyway, no, it's feudal age again, because with those resources, you can't go to castle. It's not even close. They are going to manage the economy properly, for sure, and we're going to see at least one archery range. Let's see if the approach is gonna be one archery range and blacksmith or double archery range.
Yeah, I'm not surprised anymore. MbL just won 2 games going full feudal. He's not gonna change the winning team. He's not gonna change the winning strategy. MbL, he's gonna do the same thing. Pre-mill rush, full aggression in feudal age. No surprises here at all. And you know what? Because of the Malay bonus, he's got 2 extra villagers while they're both in feudal age right now.
Yeah, but with that really doesn't matter that much when you are facing Vikings. Instantly with Varro, as you can see, he's doing men at arms, but MbL did a 4th militia. Whoa, he did a 4th militia. That surprised me. I didn't expect that. So he's going really all in, man.
But the interesting thing is that Villese did not go for the 4th militia, but he went for men at arms.
Yeah.
So 4 militias against 3 Viking men at arms. That is really cool.
And the lion. And the lion being annoying. Well,
Gaia.
No. He's taking a good battle here. Why he losing the scout like this?
Sloppy.
Yeah. That was a sloppy for sure. Now he's gonna take the Lion. Need to be careful. Double archery range. While only one archery range, but Blastmate. That he has the Blastmate. Wow. Double archery range and Blastmate for Villese, but the timing with fletching is important, and the archers are coming. The fletching is gonna be already there. Double archery range is still, but no fletching yet. He has the archers, and now the micro is so important. Micro is so important. He's taking. Well, it is okay, more or less okay, but he did men at arms. I really think that now doing the men at arms upgrade was a mistake for Villese.
Well, he did buy some time, man. Like,
Yeah,
he made the double range. He's making archers. The men-at-arm bought him some time to get some archers out of his own. And look at this. The archers are there now. And he's got more archers than MbL. So the only thing that is different right now are the numbers. And the numbers are in favor of Villese, but the micro from MbL. Ooh, but Villese is diving these. He's smelling blood. Look at this. Look at this from Villese. Hello, Villese. And don't forget, Vilese's Vikings already rocking that wheelbarrow. And now Villese is going forward. Okay.
Well, and he can do it because he has double archery range, while MbL only one archery range. And I'm telling you something, if that's the case, it's gonna be a problem for MbL, because he's gonna get outnumbered by Villese. And honestly, you know what I would love to see now, thanks also to the Vikings economy, one stable now. Stable now from Villese will be absolutely amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing a stable when he starts to see so many skirmishes. Honestly, it's the way to go, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. If you're going archers, people, and your opponent is playing skirmishes, you've got two choices, really. Either you add a stable and go archers with some scouts, or you go skirms of your own. And Villese chose the latter. He made some skirms in the mix right there, but some scouts could also be really, really cheeky. Get the mobility as well, make sure the skirmishers can't run away from the scouts. But regardless, people, Villese adding those few skirmishers is giving him the momentum again. 9 military for Villese, only 6 for MbL. Looking really good for Villese, this one.
Yeah, I'm checking now on the Villese base. We don't see any stable. Now he's trying to get the hill. He's doing the job. 36 Villese, of course, 2 Villese behind because of Malay bonus. The numbers is still increasing. The economy for MbL is looking cool. Why that? Because if he's doing skirmishes and he still have a really good food production, he can make the market and balance the economy. And I'm telling you, a transition to castle with the Malay, with how fast they are going to reach castle, it can be so dangerous. It can really be so dangerous. And in mine, well, the cavalry is not gonna be great, but in mine, just spamming elephants super cheap and really fast, it can be deadly. The resources are getting closer for castles for both, but I still want to see the market for MbL. He's doing a tower on the goal. I'm surprised why he did that tower when he's taking the lead and all the army from Villese is at home. I don't understand that tower.
He's not taking any risk. We know a lot of players like Hera, they would definitely sneak a few villagers to this main goal to try and harass it. MbL's not taking any risks. I like this, but now he might be diving in a little bit too deep, eating that TC fire right there. Not the greatest. Villese is making a stable. Villese on his way to Castle Age. But don't forget the Malay bonus, people. Malay advanced to the next age very, very rapidly. So definitely gonna be interesting to see who's gonna get there first. A stable drop by MbL as well. But these skirmishers will probably not find any extra damage. Pretty sure Villese, yeah, already making 1 scout will be enough to clean up these skirmishers. And now Villese is moving forward.
He's moving forward with his army, but look, I hate Malay. I mean, he clicked like a minute after, and he's gonna be faster Castle Age than Villese. I can't believe that, man. Well, I can because we are used to see this 21 minutes 9 seconds faster Castle Age with this crazy Malay. Now you guys can understand why he picked that civilization. It can adapt really, really well, and he is 4 villages ahead, obviously without the wheelbarrow, but still 4 villages ahead, which is compensate that wheelbarrow upgrade from the Vikings more or less. Still a lot of army, more army now for MbL. What the hell? More army now for MbL. Unbelievable.
And honestly, man, that's a little bit sloppy by Villese. That means that Villese has been idling his ranges a little bit, and because Villese had more army at some point, both players double range. That means a little bit of idle time for Villese, but look at Villese where he's positioning his archers right now at the top. But MbL's waiting at home. MbL is up first.
Sorry that
Freaking
allowed
alive,
Money.
man.
Look
Wow.
at the walls. Look at the wall from MbL and his farmers in the wood line. Look at the palisade he's doing.
What?
It looks like a Sin City
Tunnel.
building. Look at the
Yeah, he
walls
makes
he's
a tunnel.
doing. What the hell? Look how beautiful it is, man. It's like he's doing already a city, a real city. Come on, man. Come on. He's only missing the cinema, man. Look at that. It's walling completely. Anyway, he's doing the university. Now Crossbow, Botkinaro, Bozo. Okay. Still Vikings
but-
economy now with the hand card is insane. But the crossbows are coming. And they are close to Villese base. While the crossbows from Villese are in the hell. Pretty much nowhere.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by this move from Villese. Now he's finally moving back, but that was like, ooh, this is still gonna be scary. Is Villese gonna be able to keep his eco safe? There's gonna be ballistics in a second for MbL. Imagine this actually could be a game-ending push right here if Villese plays this wrong. This is
No,
a
but the
very scary
ballistic-
moment in the game.
But the ballistic is for Villese. He got ballistic almost there, and now he can clean with ballistic. He has ballistic not yet. He has to be careful. That micro need to be really important. Now he's gonna take, and now he need to go away. He saved it. He got some idle time, but he saved it that moment. That situation, he's okay.
Yeah, that was a very dicey moment from Villese, but Villese made the right calls. Walled the houses towards the TC. Villese is fine, and don't forget that the Viking player get instant hand card, which is a huge bonus for the Viking eco. So definitely not a bad position for Villese still, but MbL with more villagers, also with map control, will be dictating the pace of the game. MbL also gathering stone right now. That means that MbL wants to drop some TCs in the near future as well.
Oh, be careful, he's still there. He's still without ballistic. Now the archers should dominate here for Villese. With ballistic, definitely should do the job. But it's not the case. MbL is doing an amazing job here. With those, oh, ballistic as well. Both got ballistic, okay. Both got ballistic, that makes sense. And extra TC for Villese. I think he wanted to go aggressive forward, but MbL is not letting him to go.
Oh
He's
wow,
not
look at
letting it.
Look at that counterattack from MbL at the top, or it's not really a counterattack. It's a beautiful sniper right there, but this TC will go up. The timing is just a little bit off. But that is gonna hurt a lot for Villese, because Villese, he's most vulnerable when you hit at two spots at once. We saw it the previous games. And MbL's gonna do the same thing. He wants to hit on the left side while he's microing the right side. How much damage will these crossbows find? Because frankly, MbL could just walk in.
Reaction,
straight
reaction,
through the TC.
reaction.
This
He's
is
not
game
reacting.
ending.
He's not reacting.
What?
He's not
What?
reacting. Villese is
What?
not reacting, man. Villese, well, the sneaky boy and multitasking wasn't there, and now he's gonna take a lot of Villese. Come on, these kind of things can't happen. But he was sneaky, and like you say, the problem was that Villese cleaned everything on the right. He was focused on the right, and at the same time, MbL go in. That was amazing. But now look at the counter-attack. Look at the counter-attack. The Villese, what is he hitting? Not hitting the TC. Not like this, Villese. Kill the Villese. Go forward. Take the Villese down. Oh my God. I don't know if I have to play. Sorry, guys. But I will play
Go
this.
for it.
Thank you. Check Moon, the farmers active right now to Villese.
What farmers?
Zero farmers, man. Stop copy, okay?
Yeah. I knew you were
What
gonna
farmers,
say
what
that.
economy? Okay. I'm in love with this comment, man.
No, don't do it. Okay, we both keep our own style. Okay, man.
Well, Moody, seriously, those small moments, it makes that instead of being 5 villages behind like it is right now, Villese, he could be 10 villages ahead.
Yeah.
Seriously.
But the
No.
funny thing is, man, even with all the rating, MbL playing phenomenally, look at the field difference. It's 4. Like, that is purely the Malay bonus right there.
Yeah.
That is
And
so
Vikings
interesting to me.
economy.
The Vikings economy. But we know that field count on the farms. Farms are really important. Only just a few farms here. And if you look at MbL's base, way more farms. Also untouched. Yeah, MbL's definitely in the driver's seat right now, but frankly, if Villese can stabilize, he might be okay. But look at those numbers from MbL and going for that forward siege workshop now. MbL is piling up the pressure.
4 villages, 5 villages ahead, 6 villages ahead now. More army is the momentum, man. Is the momentum now here. Is when MbL need to push and shine, and he knows, and he's doing the siege workshop right there. Siege workshop in top of that hill, huge hill. He's coming out with the crowd, but he's still there. And one other village down. MbL, look at that economy for Villese. 0 wood, 0 food, 1,000 gold. Balance that economy, amigo. Otherwise, even if you have the Vikings Echo, it's gonna be so complicated. Really complicated, and MbL is taking a really important lead right now, and I don't know if Villese, even with Vikings economy, will be able to come back from this.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough right now from Villese, an uphill battle, quite literally. And I'm just thinking, what can Villese do right now? What is most important? Definitely that market. He needs to get rid of that 900 gold. He needs to use it. He needs to get it on the map. I like the fact that he's somewhat stabilized at home right now. He's adding farms on the left, he's adding farm in the middle, but this push from MbL with the mango right there, don't forget MbL's mango micro, we said it before, is crazy strong with the mango micro.
Yeah, he's a decent player, absolutely. Look at that mango now. Oh, mango now down, he's gonna make the job, okay? He's taking another village, the mango is there, but again, he's doing amazing. He's fighting 2 spots at the same. In the south, right? With the mangonel, he's now going away. Well, with the Crobble, sorry, and now the mangonel in front of that TC in the middle of the map. It's what it is, man. I mean, that multitasking is definitely needed, but people is not really using to attack in 2 spots at the same time, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like MbL needs to keep doing what he did earlier, which is attack from 2 angles. Right now, MbL is mossing up this really solid push. He's got some Elephantos in the mix, he's got some crossbow, he's got some siege, which is like the perfect combination if you want to keep pushing, dropping that monastery to get some monks on the field, which is all great, but you can really hurt Villese if you make a small group of archers go over to the top, and look at what MbL is doing. Here we go again, archers, 10 of which, crossbows, moving over the map at the top, gonna hit Villese from the top, and I guarantee you, the moment those hit, he will attack from the other side as well. It's all about timing right now, and it's all about multitasking for Villese.
And it's
this
about
could be good.
And it's about Imperial Age. He's up. He's on the way to
With Malay.
With Malay, super fast. I mean, he's getting up to Imperial as well, the last, but the timing, the momentum now is gonna be sick. But man, I don't want to look on the left. Please move forward. Tell me what is happening on the left. I don't want to see on the left because on the right side he's gonna take absolutely everything, yes. But I'm gonna check it out fast on the left, and now, Villese, wake up! Man, wake up, really! He's taking all the villages on the left, still no reaction. Are you for real? I don't wanna play the Titanic again, and he's losing all the villages. He's killing on the right side, everything. Yes, but those villages on the left, please, guys, help to me, money. Now he react after losing 10 villages, man.
I mean, man, this is strategic choices at its finest. Holy moly! And look at the main gold. Look at the gold, hitting Villese on the gold while hitting Villese on the left side. Also having his push alive. Now he's Imperial Age. He's gonna get that sweet bracer chemistry. Will probably get Arbalest as soon as he's got the resources. MbL completely in the driver's seat right
it's
now.
It's GG, man.
And you know what?
It's crazy, honestly.
Wow.
But I mean, it's easy to say that Villese could have multitask faster, or he should notice that the archers are there. MbL was attacking on the left, was attacking in the main goal, and was also putting pressure in the TC and in that hill with the mangonel. So Villese was focusing one spot to take the huge, bigger army. He probably took it, but then he was attacking in other 2-3 spots at the same time. It's just a great gameplay there by MbL, who is taking a huge now 3-1 and got already match point to be in the grand final, man.
Wow, yeah, and the way MbL has been playing these games, man, I honestly think he can beat anybody in the world. It is just crazy the level he's reaching right here. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what the last game will bring. It might be the last game, frankly, because the way MbL's been playing, he's a titan, really. He's attacking on all fronts. He's multitasking. His eco is completely untouched, and he's dropping towers to make sure he doesn't get hit. He's just everywhere. He's thinking ahead. Very, very impressive.
Man, great stuff, man. Great stuff. Let's go and check now the statistics. MbL definitely, man, after the first game, he changed completely. Unit kills, you can see. Economy, more food for Villese, more wood. Look at the stone. 1,000 gold more for MbL. And, wow. Well. 3-1. And if you need a couple of minutes, Moonfaller, we will ask them to rest a little bit. I'm going for the game number 5.
I'll go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Guys, there we go. We are just starting right now. This is potentially last game of the series. Honestly, hopefully not, because we won 7 games, but MbL don't think the same. MbL is on the right side, and on the left we have a Villese with Kumans. With Kumans, it started almost everything against Doubt, because he did an amazing comeback from there, Mr. Mooney. But for you, Kumans or Mayans?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Humans is such a weird civilization. I think you can drop a second TC all the way in feudal age already, so you can really dictate the pace of a game, going for that boom or going for that castle age for your unique unit. You can even drop a siege workshop in feudal age. Now, I'm not thinking, or at least I don't think we're gonna see this in an important game like this, but Humans is one of those civs that are really versatile. And what do you need to do when you play against a civ that could do almost anything? You need to scout them. You need to scout them non-stop. So I think that is going to be MbL's biggest task right here. He needs to figure out what Villese is doing. And if Villese is going for that second TC in feudal age, I guess the best way to deal with it is to FC potentially into your unique unit, because Mayans have one of the strongest unique units in the game, the Plumed Archers. And MbL's map is a beautiful map to do an FC with. Gold at the back, the berries at the back. He's got a stone at the top right, which he could wall out. And don't forget that MbL loves his walls. Now, Mayan civilizations, guys, the prices of the walls are half price. So beautiful, cheap walls for Mayans completely suits MbL's playstyle. But at the same time, Mayans also have cheaper archers. So if MbL wants to play the same way he's been playing the last 3 games, which is full feudal aggression, the cheaper archers will also allow him to do that. So Mayans definitely, like, I'm not surprised he picks Mayans. Everything about Mayans screams MbL. So I wonder how this game is going to unfold. Are we going to see a second TC in feudal age from Villese? And if so, how is MbL going to respond?
I think you analyzed pretty much everything, so now I can't say anything, buddy.
Yeah, I'll take over.
Take it. You did already, man. You did already.
Yeah.
Anyway,
man,
you know, I will tell something. I will try. But
Yeah,
but
okay.
Money, I will go for militias. Oh yeah, and he's doing the barrack. I mean, I will go for the fast castle, but not directly, not right away. You know, now he's doing the barrack already. This is MbL. I'm fast forward, guys. I am alive completely. I didn't forget this time. I am live. And we are live because he's doing the barrack right now. Man, now they think that I'm failing all the times.
Yeah.
And I'm forward, man. I'm live. And now the eagle is already hitting, but he has the loom. He's gonna still take the battle? No, he shouldn't. He's walling everything, and he's going with the militias. And honestly, with 3 militias, taking those Sevras, he can still go for a really quick up to Castle Age. And you said about Plume Marches, but I have to disagree a little bit, because if he's doing the castle or Plume Marchers, he's gonna give time to Villese. So
Yeah.
I will go Siege and Eagles.
Yeah, that could definitely also be an option. The trick here for
Fill it
MbL
down?
though is to keep. He
Fill
needs
it
to
down?
keep Villese open. Villese is in the process of walling. There's a militia coming his way, and this is already a really scary moment in the game, because if Villese walls this off in time, and he is quick walling it now, then the drush of MbL is just put him behind more than it helped MbL.
Look at the MbL, look.
Look at the micro, look at the dance, but
Okay.
no,
No,
he
it's
gets
fine.
it. And now this drush of MbL is just a waste of resources, and he made three militias now, not gonna find any damage, and also the scout is somewhat trapped. So Villese will open up the walls, will get his own scout inside of his own base, as he's doing right now, and he's gonna kill this scout. And then I told earlier, what do you need when you play against humans? You need a lot of intel. He's not getting those.
Check the walls, because he's still not walled.
Oh no.
He's still not walled. And now MbL can see. The eagle is at the back. The eagle is at the back. So MbL knows that there is a hole. He could send the militias, but he's not sending, because probably if he send, then he's gonna notice instantly, okay, he's sending. He's going away.
No.
Tell me that Villese is not gonna notice.
No.
Tell me that Villese is not gonna notice. Are you gotta be kidding me? He do not notice. He is not. He noticed.
No.
Now he's going.
Ooh.
He's there with the villager. He's gonna wall, and he need the house. Okay, doc. Man, he's scared. Look what he's doing in the house. He's really scared. And I'm telling you something, Moni. The time up is not excellent for Villese, so the damage is already done. Because he's up like 23, he lost one villager, and honestly, that is low if you want to go with the 2 TCs. Remember that the build of the second TC is so long, and now MbL is gonna go probably right away to Castle H, which is gonna be 16, 17 minutes maybe. And to make a push is a good time.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm wondering what MbL will be doing here. I think he's gonna, yeah, he's queuing up more villagers, so that makes it like 100% sure. This is gonna be an FC from MbL, but I'm not seeing that. Like, is Villese gonna drop a second TC? Because if so, he's gonna delay that castle time of his own so much. Maybe this is that moment in the game where he should try and go up himself, but he's already made up his mind, Villese. He wants to go for that second TC. Where should he drop it though? Maybe on that main gold, but yeah, this is a very, very tricky position to be in if you're Villese right now.
You are too nice. Very tricky position. I will go farther. It's a bad position. It's in my opinion, it's a bad position. It's gonna make the TC on the goal probably, which is a TC that I don't love it, not at all, because that goal is not protected. I mean, if now MbL is coming forward, he can punish that goal easily, in my opinion. He can punish pretty much every single spot, berries. He can push and punish the stone. This is ideal situation for MbL, Mr. Mone.
Yeah, definitely, and it favors Mayans so much to take the game to Castle H, because Mayans they're just excellent in Castle H with the eagles, with the archers, with the plumed archers, with their siege push, with their longer lasting resources. Like, they've got everything going for them in Castle H, and the fact that Villese is taking a very boomy approach, as in he's dropping a TC, he's gonna add a lot of eco. That gives MbL all the time he needs to get an untouched Castle H, and yes, there we go. He's going for stone.
Exactly. He's gonna drop a castle on his face.
But what can Villese do against it? Nothing.
Well, resign?
Yeah. Like, this game is already like, what is Villese doing right here? You can't do this in. Oh,
he's breaking in! He's breaking! You gotta be kidding me, because now he took the berries and then he opened and then Melissa's are the one villager down. You gotta be kidding me, Villese, what's going on? Anyway, it's only a village, but it's just putting him a little bit more behind, and now the berries are gone. Still, he has the second TC, so the Melissas won't do too much damage, but he's adding more and more and more disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. So what will happen now, people, for those of you who don't know, the field difference will skyrocket in favor of Villese, even though Villese is a little bit behind the villagers right now. He will claim a field lead, maybe even 10 to 12. But look at MbL on his way to Castle H. He's going to get a beautiful Castle H time, and MbL will drop a castle now. It might as well go forward on top of that hill, might even be denying that main gold. Wherever he drops it, MbL is going to be in a very good spot. Even though MbL is right now going behind in villagers numbers, that Castle H time is just gonna dictate everything in this game.
Well, let's see, because for now he still doesn't have the stone. Well, he will mine. He's taking some gold. He might also buy some stone if it's needed. Now Villese is going forward with the scout, trying to gather some information. But I really think Villese know what is coming. He's now doing the market, but he doesn't have the economy.
Look at MbL with the fills.
Well, it's normal. It's no surprise. It's no surprise. He's coming with the Villese, man. He's coming with all the Villese. He still not have the stone, but he want to be there super quick. He want to make the castle probably in this area because he's gonna take both gold. Both gold, and he can raid with the plume marches. And Villese is far from going up. People was telling 7 games, 11 games. We forget one thing. This is pure Arabia. It's not Arabia like Super Wall. You can see how fast the games are being. We don't see really long games in the tournament except few exceptions. So the map is doing for aggressive gameplay, and we are getting the aggressive gameplay. That's why the Kumans, I consider them a tricky choice. That castle is good. I would prefer on the left, to be honest. I don't like that castle.
Oh, it's a fine castle. This will open up the whole map. Yeah, as long as it's in range of that TC, which I'm not 100% sure of, but we know
not
that
denying the goal.
True, but he's gonna get fletching now, and he's gonna get Botkin a second later. This is like even if he dropped it on the left, if he drops it here, it is gonna be a very dominant position to push from. He could even drop a siege workshop inside of Vilese's base right now.
Yeah, but I seriously, he's giving Villese a chance. He's giving Villese a chance. Villese is on the way to castle, which is really quick. He balanced the economy, and he could put the castle on the left and deny completely. Now he's hitting the TC, but he's still not taking the goal, which was the probably main purpose of this one. And now, what is Villese going to do? He's gonna be able to drop a castle and make keep checks, because keep checks against plumes, well, and the speed from those keep checks, be careful, man.
Yeah, that could be very interesting, but you know what? Villese sold his stone to go up to castle age. So if you look at Vilese's bank right now, he's not gonna have enough. He's even dropping another tower.
Oh my
now.
god!
He's not going to get that castle, so therefore he's already dropping stables. He can't go for his unique unit, whereas MbL is already pooping out the plumed arches. MbL in the driver's seat here. There's just no way around it.
Yeah, well, he's doing the tower, is the right call. Now with Botkin arrow, he got already one volley on the goal. Still not denying completely. He's trying to move. The tower will going to be there. He's doing a scale bar and armor. The problem here is that Kumans usually get a huge economy lead, but he has only 6 villages ahead. Only 6 villages ahead. That's pretty much nothing for Kumans.
Yeah, that's not enough. Not enough to give up map control like Villese just did. So what is MbL's next step gonna be? He is probably gonna commit to a siege workshop as soon as he's got the wood. But look at Villese already rocking that siege workshop. Villese will lose this TC. But as you said, man, is it in range of the gold? I think the gold will be still very awkward to take for Villese. And without gold, Villese is definitely in a pickle. And look at the plumed archers outside of the wall, but underneath the tower, out of range of it. He's going to keep 3 plumed archers on that stone of Villese. And
forever.
That's 4 idle villagers for Villese non-stop. Really annoying.
Oh, he's now with the knight, +1. He's gonna take the plumes. I don't know if he's gonna be able to take them all. Maybe not. He's gonna lose the knight. Yeah, he's gonna lose it. He lost it, so still didn't. And now the tower in the goal. Still taking the goal now. This is a really bad position, even if the score is ahead for Villese. That he has, well, 8 villas more. Still with 8 villas more, but not army at all. And
Villese
I'm
is
telling
making
you,
rams.
I'm telling you something. If he's able to make cab rams, you don't stop cab rams with plumes, huh?
Exactly. So that could be the only option for Villese to get back in the game and get some momentum.
Forward villager to Villese.
Cheeky, yeah.
Forward villager. I mean, his resources are at the limit for sure, and now the goal is bye-bye. He need to take that tower for sure. He's denying the goal completely. The score is still ahead to Villese, but I really think it's tricky, completely tricky. It's only 4 villages difference. Now he has 2 town centers MbL, so the game is, well, let's see if his MbL is gonna make some bad move, but he should have this, man. He should really have this.
MbL is making a power move right now. He's making that siege workshop forward. He's making a mangonel. Now that mangonel is there to also hit the TC, but most of all, if your opponent is going for that siege push, with the mangonel behind the castle, the siege push is gonna be so difficult to. You need so many more rams if there's like 1 or 2 mangonels beneath the castle to kill the rams. Very smart decision from MbL right there.
Yeah, he has the look how he's walling the Mangonel. Look how he's walling the Mangonel. He's expecting the Cat Ram. He has a Mangonel wall there just to defend against the Cat Rams. Amazing job here by MbL. Really good one. Architector is the future. If he fails as a gamer, you know what he's gonna do.
But man, this tells me that MbL is reading this game like a book. He knows that the one way for him to lose.
But wait.
Was with the Rams.
He's gonna make a castle now, Villese, in the same spot that TC probably. He's coming with the Village. He's gonna make the castle in that spot, and then with the castle will try to go with the Rams. But man, he's the desperate move. Activate. Look at the full marches. This can be the game. 49 Village, 52. He has only the Rams, but the MbL is going directly to the grand final from King of the Desert. And I want to see the reaction, because this is impossible for MbL to lose. And Mr. Moon, MbL, is gonna be in the grand final. We want to see his reaction, because this is impossible. He's losing now, and I don't know if he's gonna call it or not. But MbL, after losing the first game like a beast.
Here we go.
Let's see. He's coming with all the Village, Cat Rams, Mangonel. Villese don't want to resign, don't want to surrender. But so difficult.
Imagine. Come on.
Doubt is still in the tournament. I love that, man. Doubt is still in the tournament, because that castle is not going to be up. I think Phil is down, getting absolutely everything now. The Mangonel is waiting. The Architector is gonna lose now. He's doing an amazing job, and this is just awesome play by MbL, man.
Wow.
Fantastic gameplay. And MbL reaction was like a guy that he's feeling now. Relax. He feel confident but calm. And 4-1 MbL, congratulations. Man, what a domination after the first game, Mr. Mori.
Yeah, I'm so surprised the way it went. That Villese was actually the one to take game number 1, and then MbL step it up, going for 4 wins in a row, playing very, very aggressive. Awesome series overall, and very high level AoE in general. Well done.
Amazing job. Amazing job.
Man, let's talk about Villese for a second. I mean, he beat Tatsu, he beat Doubt, he got all the way over to the semis. He should not feel bad. I don't know if Villese is already in the stream, but man, he made a name for himself. He played like a beast, honestly. Many people have just fallen in love with Villese during this tournament, and so did I.
Yeah, well, what's a domination, man? What's a domination? I'm going to remove this because we're gonna have him in full screen, and now we're gonna check the achievements. He did a name, but after winning the first game, I'm always honest. I expected more. I expected more from Villese. He dominated MbL, and Villese didn't have a second plan, in my opinion.
Yeah, I quite agree, but I think MbL just he struggled first game. He played really defensive, and that favors Villese for some reason, which was a big surprise to almost all of us. So then MbL decided, like, hey, if defensive doesn't work, I'm gonna be aggro. He goes forward, he plays heavy feudal, he pressures Villese from multiple angles, and that was just amazing gameplay from MbL. And I think Villese, if he rewatches the game, he can learn so much from these games. And in King of the Desert 4, he's gonna come back stronger, and definitely well played to both players.
Absolutely, we can see the unit kills. 28-5 economy. Look at the food for MbL, look at the wood. But he knew after the first game, in my opinion, what wanted to do in every single game. Just in every single game, and Villese didn't have a counter at all. Seriously not. And MbL dominated. Like, well, people was expecting. After the first game, I was like, oops, what can happen here? But no, MbL did so great, Mr. Money.
Yeah, MbL's on fire, man. I honestly can't wait to see the next setup, but then tomorrow, man. Tomorrow. Are you kidding me? MbL already waiting right there. MbL's got the chance of a lifetime right here. Actually insane for MbL, and I'm looking forward to it for
Absolutely.
sure.
Okay, now we are going to talk with Mr. MbL. And we will talk in a few minutes, Mr. Money. Hello, Mr. MbL. Congratulations, amigo.
Thank you, my friend.
How you feel, man? How you feel, man?
Good, of course. That was amazing. Happy.
I mean, I want to go into the first game. After losing the first game, how were you feeling? You stand up. We saw there that you went away a little. Wasn't the best game? And
no,
what was your thought there?
Very shaky because I think that it looked to me like Villese prepared against my wall strategies, and then I was like, this didn't really work. So I had to mix it up a little bit.
A little? I mean, after that, you changed completely after the first game.
Yeah, I played more like I played in rated games lately. Like played a bit like Drush into fast feudal. It's working pretty solid with most of the saves. They try to wall. They try to wall and they don't get it in time, and archers come to damage. I get a good uptime because I'm only in one range, and then it worked pretty well against what he did, because he tried to play against what I did. So like the walls and stuff, and if I change it up, then might catch him off guard a bit.
And also, there was some maps that were not definitely good for you, but you were aggressive, and you made that the map didn't have a real impact at all because you were getting the lead in the game.
I didn't even think about it, honestly, that the map was bad. I was just focused on going aggression. I seriously didn't even notice how my map was. That was maybe bad by me to not be aware. But oh my god, that second game when I lost my 2 wheels on the berries, I was thinking like, oh, is this the day? Is this the day where everything goes wrong, you know? But yeah, you know, when you get a drush on your berries and you think you have loom, and then you fight back and then you realize you don't, that is a pretty bad feeling.
Well,
so
you knew that was the next question, so you answered first because there was no loom, man. You thought you got loom there.
I did. I thought I did loom way earlier because that was kind of part of my build to just do loom, get the leash out, and go counterattack. Because if I get counterattack when I had the early drush out, I at least have loom on my villagers. So I just fought back and thought everything was gonna be okay, and it turned out really bad. But luckily I got some villager in return, and then I started feeling better, you know. So that was at least lucky that he made a mistake, made me break in on his berries, and yeah, if that didn't happen, I would be in so much trouble.
Yeah, well, you record, but you were attacking during all that game, during the whole game in that situation, so it was probably the only way to recover from the start.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of felt like it, and well, with Celts, you know, the fast militia, the archers. I also got an armor upgrade on the militia to tank a little bit more. So all in all, it worked fine.
Okay, then you pick Malai also. It's not a choice that has been done there, but also the uptime with Malai worked amazingly well against the Vikings.
Yeah, that was like I had a kind of good feeling with Malay because I had played them yesterday in a rated game. I think 2 days ago maybe a rated game against Supi, and it felt so smooth. And since there's so many civilizations to pick from, I think that it was good. And also when I'm up 2-1, I kind of don't want to pick my strongest civilization because I know he's gonna pick his strongest, right? So I kind of went with one of the like weakest civilization, but it worked really nice.
And then with Kumans, well, what do you think about? Because when we saw Kumans and Mayans, we were thinking more or less the strategy you did, and it went perfectly smooth. Also, you break it in the right moment with the militias as well.
Yeah, it was a bit sloppy from him not walling. I'm not sure why he didn't do that. Also, I managed to kill a villager walling. He went really quick walling, and I don't know about that. If you're gonna go Cumin to this boom, I kind of like luring the dare better and try and go super fast up to get the second TC, but Cumins are so tricky. And I was kind of scared though, because I was thinking, what kind of push do I do against Cumins? Do I go for like siege up forward and egos? But then I was thinking back to the game he did against Doubt, where he went quite fast up with the Cumins and went for knights. So I don't think that would have worked. So the cast drop worked pretty nice, and after playing the walls, everything went fine for me.
Okay. MbL, now we're gonna talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is the grand final. And it's gonna be best of 11. You will need to rest a little bit for that one. And any preference of the player to face tomorrow?
I want to face Yo, but then again, I also want to like kind of like kill Leary because he's killed me so many times. But it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be very hard to win the finals, but I'll give it a shot.
Anyway, of course, when you are in the grand final, you definitely want to win. But being in the grand final in King of the Desert, $50,000 tournament, how it makes you feel, man?
Well, obviously, yeah, happy. I mean, I kind of had a very good bracket, I have to say, to get here. Like mostly because I killed Yo earlier, but the competition. Yeah, the competition have never been higher in my opinion. It's really hard. Like Villese played really good. Like if I didn't mix up my strategies today, and if I kept for the walling, he would have punished that so hard because I felt like he had prepared it. I felt like he had a plan to do really well against my style there. So I was getting very worried, for sure.
Okay. Anyway, Mr. MbL, tomorrow we will see you at 15 GMT. Remember, congratulations, rest well, because tomorrow is going to be a long day, and happy for you, man.
Thank you, Memp, and good luck further. Bye.
Bye-bye, man. Guys, this is MbL. I think he's happy, but not like super, not like, you know, not like a boom, not super happy, because what he want, Mr. Moonfall, I don't know if you're here, what he want is to win the championship.
And I love that MbL is always so honest, man. Like, you just gotta love the guy. Yeah, I think he played out of this world, and he put himself a little bit in like the underdog position. But the way he's played today, I'm not so sure. I think he could definitely take on a player like Leary, a player like Yo.
What I like it is that he said, who you prefer? And he said, well, I kinda prefer Mr. Yo. Probably he feel like, again, Mr. Yo, his style is better. But he also said, but I want to kill Leary.
Yeah.
Because he has killed me so many times, so I want to kill him. So, I mean, he wasn't like that happy, because what he wants is to win the final.
And like, you could clearly tell that MbL thinks Leary is the better player, but he's not gonna be scared of Leary. He clearly said that. Even if it's Leary, I'm gonna go in for the kill. I know Leary has played well against me in previous engagements. I'm gonna bring it my all, and I just can't wait for the next series to see who MbL is gonna be playing, man, because that is gonna be crazy.
Now, Moonfaller, I'm also sad because I'm gonna tell you bye-bye. Because, man, it has been quick, and quick, over 2 hours, you know, over 2 hour series. It's not super long, and but has been a great gameplay from MbL. Hopefully you have enjoyed Moonfaller co-casting with me during this tournament. Sadly, this tournament co-casting with you and me it's over, but guys, follow his channel, exclamation mark co-caster, and I don't know, hopefully you have enjoyed as much as I did.
Before I go, man, I want to thank you and everybody here that, like, you allowed me to come up here as like a small streamer, took a big gamble with me, and you brought me all the way to the semis. That's a huge honor to me to be here and to co-cast with you for this amazing tournament. So thank you, Mamp, not only for, you know, giving me this stage, but also just doing what you're doing. And I've got so much love for the community, for the game, and you putting me on this stage has been just beautiful to me, really. So thanks one more time. And
stop, Mooney.
I'm gonna leave
crying.
before.
Stop, Mooney. I will cry. Mooney, stop, please.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much one more time, and have a beautiful remainder of the day. I'll be in chat. Bye-bye.
See you, man. Thank you so much. And guys, this has been MbL 4 Villese 1. A beautiful, beautiful one. Congratulations to MbL. And if you watch this on YouTube, you know what you have to do, because there's a lot of people watching on YouTube. Always thumb up, guys. Always thumb up. Thank you guys for watching.